Hey, it's Kamil here. I'd like to tell you how to be always on time. Now, the truth is we can never be always on time unless we don't really make any appointments, or the appointments we make are so easy for us to make it on time. Like you make an appointment with your neighbor and you always always go there half an hour earlier anyway. But if you are in some if you are in a real life, so to say, in a pressured environment, it's really difficult to be always on time, but it's very easy to be almost always on time. How do we do that? First of all, we need to make a commitment to ourselves to be on time everywhere. We need to realize that it is important. If we think it's not important to be on time, we won't be. So why is it important to be on time? For quite a few reasons, and serious reasons. Okay, first of all, if you're on time, you show other people that you are serious about them, you treat them seriously, you show them that you can be trusted on and relied upon. So these are another three important reasons. And also, you know yourself as somebody who makes things happen, someone who says something and that happens, someone who makes really powerful promises. So I know that if I tell someone, okay, I'm going to see you at 5, I am 9% sure or 95% sure that I'm going to be there on time or a few minutes before that. Or if I'm late, I'm going to call them. The moment I know that I'm going to be late, I call them and I say, look, I think I'm going to be late 10 minutes or 15 minutes. And that's what makes people treat me really seriously. So when I tell them, look, I'll be there at 11 waiting for you, they know that I will be there at 11, and even if they have a tendency to be late, they know that they cannot be late, because if they are late, either I'll be upset with them or I will be gone. And that's very simple. For some of you, probably it's okay, that's how you operate all your lives. You just think like, yeah, if I'm 10 minutes late, that's okay, or if I'm half an hour late, that's okay, for whatever reasons. With this person, it's okay to be late, with that person, it's okay to be late. Well, it's up to you how you handle this, but I'm telling you, if you want to do serious business with people and you want people to treat you seriously, you need to be on time. Now, on time means obviously within 1 minute, more or less. We will not go for the seconds, because that's not really practical for various reasons. I think that's pretty obvious. But minutes, it's a quite common standard. So if you're 1 minute late, you're already late. Simply apologize and say, oh, sorry, I'm 1 minute late, sorry for that. You can turn it into a joke, obviously most people will, because 1 minute is something that people really forgive, you know, up to 5 minutes. But nevertheless, it's important that you acknowledge that, the fact that you are late, even if it's 1 minute, and you say sorry, and if appropriate, make a promise that you're not gonna do it again. Or, another important thing is, when you are late, give people a good reason why you are late. Now, do not give them a story. It's just a good reason. For example, sorry for being late. I know I'm 1 minute late or 5 minutes late. Sorry, there was this traffic, really big traffic, and I was accident, and I was stuck in traffic. So sorry for that. There is no reason to go into story like, oh, sorry for being late, but you know, I had this phone call from a friend who I met actually in Africa last year, and so it happens that she knows this person and they had this and that and blah blah blah. No stories. Simple reason, yeah? Sorry, I had a phone call from a friend that was something very important. I really needed to deal with it. It would be really bad if I didn't deal with that. So sorry for not letting you know either, because I was speaking with that person, they had a serious situation. That's it. No more stories. A few words about why you are late will also help quite a lot. So you let people know that you are serious. And now interesting thing happens. When you start being serious about being somewhere on time, somehow the universe helps you. So what I started doing, when I was, for example, I was going by train and I knew I had like 10 minutes walking, and I looked at the watch and I saw that I was going to be 2 minutes late. But then I thought, if I run, I won't be late. So I always run. And that's what I started doing. I simply ran to be there on time. And you cannot imagine how people appreciated the fact that I ran. And it didn't matter for them that I was, you know, a little bit sweaty and panting, you know, like they really appreciated, and usually, yeah, I think they always appreciate that I'm on time and I made an effort. Now, what happens then somehow the universe started helping me to be on time. I remember many times I was looking at my watch and I was thinking, I'm gonna be late a few minutes, 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, because there is a traffic jam, I'm waiting for the train longer than expected, and somehow, almost always, I make it just in time or a few minutes before. I don't know how it happens, but normally I would expect in those same circumstances to be late, and somehow the universe helps me to be on time. It's really spooky sometimes. So the more you actually practice being on time, the more committed you are, the more dedicated you are, the more the universe helps you to be there on time. And I guess the same rule applies to everything else. The more you are committed to doing something, to having money, wealth, to helping other people, the universe helps you to arrive at your destination, to be actually in integrity. As some people say, I also like talking about integrity, because being on time is important part of having integrity and being a person of an integrity. Because remember, without integrity, nothing serious works. Small things in life work, but serious things don't work without integrity, especially personal integrity, whether it's other people's integrity or your own integrity. So I know that was helpful. So start applying being on time and make a commitment to be always on time. You will see quickly that it pays off big time, really does. Make an experiment for a month or for a week. Be committed to being on time 5 minutes before, 10 minutes before, and leave me comments saying, you know, how your life changed since you started applying commitment to being on time. Okay, see you in the next video.